One of the things a lot of people have problems with is getting the lead vocals to sit on top of the mix or sit in the mix correctly in a rock song. So I have up a mix right now that I did for a band. And if we look here at the lead vocal, here what we can do is just let you guys hear it. Here are the vocals as I left them in the mix.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep. Feel it, touch me, I'm held to the ground. I scream, I shout, no one hears a sound. Shake me, wake me, is this over now?
Alright, so that's with some moderate processing, EQ, compression, some reverb, delay, stuff like that. Let me let you hear it without my processing. I'm going to mute this. Deactivate all of the reverb and delay plugins, as well as the compression and EQ. So here it is without any processing at all.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep. Feel it, touch me, I'm held to the ground.
Okay, so as you can hear, a little thinner, kind of disappear into the mix. They sound good, but they're just kind of buried and thin. So I'm gonna start off by showing you what I do to lead vocals. I'm gonna solo them up as they are right now.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep. Feel it, touch me, I'm held to the ground.
All right, they sound good, has plenty of energy. The guy who produced this track actually did a really good job of bringing a good performance out of the vocalist, which makes my job as the mixer a lot easier. Obviously, some compression and stuff going into it when you hit record, not all post. So I'm dealing with some compression that he already worked with, which is fine because I don't hear anything I wouldn't use anyway. So the first plugin is the generic EQ. What you can see is I rolled off a lot of the low end, which I typically do in mixes on vocals. I tear out a lot of that stuff that's not needed, and then cut out a little bit of mud. Here it is with and without.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep. Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep.
So you can see how that cuts out a little bit of that low end mud. It might be hard to hear, but it's there. Just rather it not be sending that low end information into my compressor and into the mix eventually. Then kind of hit it with this LA2A clone made by Waves, Crystal Algae.
Shake me, wake me.
Just levels it out. Then I have this one knob, fatter, just for a little thickening on the choruses only. It's automated to kick in on the choruses and it's off on the verse. Sometimes, actually normally, I will separate the verses from the choruses, but I didn't for some reason in this mix. Who knows what I was thinking.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep. Feel it, touch me, I'm held to the ground.
So it's just a little thicker when it's engaged. Then I hit it with another compressor, actually a limiter.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep.
Just kind of pushing it up to the edge, making sure those vocals stay as hot as I can get them without sounding too squashed. And then I send it to a plate reverb.
Shake me, wake me.
For a little spot in the mix, just gives it a room it's sitting in now. It's not just a dry vocal. Then I add this delay. It's labeled eighth note delay, but it's actually more of a slap in this case.
Shake me, wake me, take me out.
Kind of a vintage sounding slap delay. 29 and 30 and 7, my bus sends here, are actually, I call it swim delay. It's a throw delay for the ends of choruses or any phrases I want to kind of be echoed out as an effect. So those aren't really doing anything on this particular chorus. And then something I like to do, well, here's this mix as it is. I'm gonna unsolo this.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep.
Cool. But I still wanted a little bit more energy and a little more thickness in there to kind of make the vocals sit in the mix with a little more aggression. So what I added was a vocal double track. I did not copy and paste the lead vocals down here. I have a separate take, which has been edited and tuned, and EQ'd a little differently than the lead vocal. If you see here, the lead vocal has a little bit of more of a special notch here, and has all the high end remaining. I cut out some of the high end in the double track. In addition to that EQ, I compressed it. Then I used the Manny Marroquin distortion plugin that Waves makes, and kind of tweaked and added a distortion to it. So here is the distorted vocals soloed here for you.
Shake me, wake me, take me.
So that's got a cool distortion to it, and when added to the lead vocal,
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep.
and add a little plate reverb to the double track.
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep.
Just to keep it in the same space in the mix as the lead vocals. So in the track,
Shake me, wake me, take me out of my sleep. Feel it, touch me, I'm held to the ground. I scream, I shout, no one hears a sound. Shake me, wake me, is this over now?
that's what it sounds like. Kind of puts that vocal up on top of the mix. I don't want it to be completely on top of the mix, unless it's going to radio. I do a vocal up mix, but just to thicken it up and give it more space in the mix, I make sure I create a space with the plate verb, but then I make it thick and ballsy and give it a little edge with that vocal double track that's distorted. It works well on rock songs like this, and sometimes pop vocals in an aggressive chorus or something, or as an effect if you need it. But a lot of times in rock, if I'm not doubling or tripling the lead vocal, kind of panning them out, I'll leave them both right down the center and just kind of mix in that vocal double right where I need to, where it's not missed, but it's not completely overwhelming the lead vocal track. Just gives it a little edge. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out my other ones. I'm Robert Venable from Recording Help and LearnHowToRecord.com.